So one of the things that I took away from your recent activity, including in LAPA, is that, by the way, he is a LAPA member, so is his wife, and they've been with us since the beginning. They're part of the board. $95 a year, and as Luisa said, is tax deductible. So
right.
one of the things you've done is you really made me think about customer first. Most people that are in insurance, in taxes, real estate, in car registration, whatever, multi-servicios, they think of, okay, how am I going to be able to help the people that come in? But they don't focus on the individual and what does that individual need. And that, I think, is a better approach, because you have to be a one-stop shop. You don't have to be master of everything, but you have to have alliances with people. Talk a little bit more about that, because I believe people don't trust enough to be able to fulfill their customers' necessities.
Yeah.
And they end up losing them.
Well, here's the thing. It's the most important thing to understand first and foremost is customer experience versus customer service.
Right.
Right. A customer experience is proactive, right? That's you're giving your customer, like if you go to a McDonald's and you go to maybe the Bel Air Hotel and have dinner, you're gonna have an experience at McDonald's, and you may have a different experience at the Bel Air Hotel.
Right.
So you got to ask yourself, what kind of experience are the people that I'm working with? What kind of experience are they getting? Are they getting a McDonald's experience, or are they getting, a fine dining experience, right? So you got to look at your business and say, what kind of experience am I giving these people, right? I believe everybody should get a fine dining experience, right? Because we're in the service industry, right? So if you do real estate, you do loans, you do insurance, the only thing that separates you from other businesses or your competition is the experience that you're rendering. That's it, right? Because whether you're doing loans, the money's coming from the same well, right? The money's coming from the same well. If you're doing real estate, it's the same paperwork. If you're doing insurance, it's a few big carriers that, where those policies are coming from. So the only thing that separates you is the experience that you're rendering. So you got to know the difference between customer experience and customer service. Customer service, on the other hand, is you're solving a problem, right? One's proactive and the other one's reactive. Customer service is reactive. So if my steak comes and it's not perfect or not the way I wanted it, now I got to provide customer service to be able to make sure that the customer is still happy. So you got a customer experience and you got customer service. So you got to understand that. Now, in business, it's so important that you have a good sphere of influence. Who are you working with, right? And so your customers, because you have the customer in front of you, and because we believe at LAPA that we got to take care of our Latino customer, because they're coming here from, Central America, South America, Mexico. They're migrating to the United States. Why? Because in those countries, they have a ceiling of how high they can get. They're capped out most of the time in their pueblos, where they live at, what they do. So even if they have a little business of selling tacos, they're capped out, right? Even if they're out there doing some sort of construction in those countries, they're somewhat capped out. But in the United States, you have the ability to grow however big you want, right? Exponentially. Right. Now, because they're coming here to the United States, unfortunately, there's other people that have taken advantage of them. My mom migrated here from Costa Rica. My dad's Mexican Sicilian, and he worked in picking fruit. My dad was a fruit picker from Kansas, born in Kansas, right? Followed picking fruit. So I know I come from a hard-working migrant family. So it's so important that we take care of ours, right? When I got into the business in real estate, I worked with a Jewish a wealthy guy in Beverly Hills, and he told me, he goes, Damiano, you know why us Jewish people are wealthy? Is because we only buy from each other. We do business with each other. So we at LAPA, we want to be able to work with each other. that customer needs, if a customer gets together with me and I'm doing the real estate, what's the chances that I'm huddling up with that person's, life insurance agent or their financial planner or their tax guy? What's the chance of us getting together for dinner, say, hey, let's take care of Juan and Maria? Right. It's not happening.
Right. It is.
Right? But at LAPA, we're so big on working together. We're like working with Luisa, working with the different people in the business. So that way the client gets circulated among us. We do the right thing. We help each other grow. But now that client is getting taken care of. So you really got to look at the sphere of influence that you have and make sure that you're partnering up with the people that are around you so that that person is, one, well taken care of, but at the same time, we're supporting our community to get wealthy, to create a legacy, to be able to have generational wealth, right? To teach our children to be able to make and save. So these are some of the important things that we do at LAPA, right? And I'm really excited for Andre for having the vision of, getting back into, the trade industry, right? Because he's the best at it, right? And so this is a great organization. It's still in its infancy. It's going to grow. So if you haven't signed up for LAPA, make sure that you get involved. This is a great sphere of influence of Latino workers, Latino businesses. And so, but yeah, this is what's important about, making sure that the customer is taken care of. And you got to look at your business and ask the question, are my customers getting a great experience? And when something isn't right, are we giving them great customer service?